A rich young man called Kunli. Kunli was very rich, everybody in the city knew his name. He owned big houses, fast cars, and many businesses. He dressed well and moved with big men. From outside, his life looked perfect, but inside his heart was broken many times. Kunli had loved many girls in the city. Anytime he met a girl, once she knew he was rich, her love would change. Some girls only loved his money. Some wanted his cars. Some wanted him to rent houses for them. Some even pretended to love him but were dating other men behind his back. Each time Kunli found out, his heart would break again. One girl called Sola told him she loved him more than anything. Kunli trusted her and planned to marry her. One day, he surprised her by visiting her apartment without calling. What he saw broke him. Another man was inside with her. When Kunli asked why, Sola laughed and said, "Kunli, don't be angry. You are rich, you will find another girl. This one is for fun." That day, Kunli went home and cried like a child. He sat alone in his big house and asked himself, is it my money they love, or me? From that day, he stopped trusting women. Another girl called Bissy came into his life. She acted simple and humble. Kunli hid his pain and tried again. After some months, he found out Bissy was stealing his money and sending it to her secret boyfriend. When Kunli confronted her, she did not even feel shame. She said, "You have plenty money. You won't feel it." That was the day Kunli decided something must change. Kunli said to himself, if I continue like this, I will never find true love. I need to know if any woman can love me without my money. So Kunli made a big decision. He decided to disguise himself as a poor man. He parked his expensive cars and bought an old yellow taxi. He wore simple clothes, torn slippers, and stopped wearing wristwatches. He told his workers that he was going on a long break. Only one trusted friend called Chinadu knew his secret. Kunli changed his name to Kola. From that day, he became a taxi driver. Every morning, Kunli would wake up early and drive his taxi around town. He carried all kinds of people. Some insulted him. Some cheated him. Some treated him like he was nothing. For the first time in his life, Kunli saw how poor people suffered. One day, while driving on a dusty village road outside the city, Kunli's taxi broke down. He was tired and confused. As he stood by the roadside, wondering what to do, a young village girl passed by with a basket on her head. Her name was Amina. Amina was not wearing fine clothes. Her slippers were worn out, and her dress was simple. But her face was peaceful, and her smile was warm. She greeted him and said, "Good afternoon, sir. Are you okay?" Kunli was surprised. Many people passed him without caring, but this village girl stopped. He replied, "Good afternoon. My car spoiled." Amina smiled and said, "There is a mechanic not far from here. Let me call my brother to help you push the car." She did not ask for money. She did not ask who he was. She only wanted to help. Kunli's heart felt something new. Amina's brother Musa came and helped fix the car. Kunli wanted to pay them, but Amina refused. She said, "You are a taxi driver like my uncle. I know how hard the work is. God will help you." Those words touched Kunli deeply. From that day, Kunli started passing through the village often, just to see Amina. He would give her free rides when she was going to the market. They talked a lot. Amina talked about her simple life, her sick mother, and her dreams of opening a small shop one day. Kunli never told her he was rich. He told her he was just a taxi driver struggling to survive. Amina never complained. She never asked him for money. Sometimes, she would bring food for him when he was working. Even when Kunli had nothing to give, Amina stayed kind. One evening, Kunli asked her, "Amina, if a man has no money, can you love him?" Amina smiled and said, "Money is good, but good heart is better." If a man fears God and loves me, I will manage with him. Kunli almost cried. As time passed, Kunli fell deeply in love with Amina. This love was different. It was calm, peaceful, and real. One day, Kunli pretended to be very broke. He told Amina that his taxi was taken by the owner and he had no job again. He wanted to see her reaction. Amina held his hand and said, "Don't worry. We will survive together. I can sell more in the market. God will make a way." That day, Kunli knew Amina was the one. After many months, Kunli decided it was time to tell her the truth. He invited Amina to the city and asked her to come with him. When they arrived at a big house, Amina became afraid. She said, "Kola, why are we here? This place is for rich people." Kunli smiled and told her to wait. He went inside and came out wearing fine clothes. Big cars drove in. Workers bowed down. Amina was shaking. Kunli knelt down and said, "Amina, my real name is Kunli. I am the owner of this house. I disguised as a taxi driver because I was tired of fake love. I wanted to find a woman who would love me for who I am, not my money." Amina cried. She thought Kunli was testing her. She said, "You lied to me." Kunli replied, "Yes, I lied, but not to hurt you. I was protecting my heart." After some days of thinking and prayers, Amina forgave him. She said, "You should not hide truth, but I understand your pain." Kunli officially went to her village and did everything the right way. He met her parents, helped her sick mother, and supported the village. They got married in a simple but beautiful wedding. After marriage, Kunli did not change. He remained humble. Amina also stayed simple, even with all the wealth around her. Kunli later helped many poor people because he understood their pain. He learned that real love does not look at money, cars, or houses. Real love looks at the heart. Moral lesson. True love is not found in wealth or appearance. It is found in honesty, kindness, and a good heart. When you test people with pride, you may fail, but when you value character, you will find lasting happiness.